up, everybody? We are heading to Atlanta, Georgia. Once again, heading out the day before. I got an audition tomorrow morning in Atlanta and then shows tomorrow night in Columbus, Georgia. Filling up the beast. She's got some oil next door. She burns a quart or two. So I just added a quart. I figured over the course of the next, probably gonna do 1,200 miles or 1,300 miles this trip. I'll probably need another quart, and they had them on sale. I'm not gonna find casserole oil for $3 a quart or anything better or comparable on this trip at a gas station, so I went ahead and bought 3. I figure that's a smart move. I cleaned out my car since the last time you guys saw it, but you wouldn't know it because I put so much crap in it today. Got my suitcase, got a couple of sweatshirts, laptop, cords for everything, toiletries and stuff all littered across the front seat. We're on our way to Atlanta. I've got an audition tomorrow morning, well, tomorrow afternoon for a commercial. And this is one of those commercials where they want a comedian, and typically when they ask for a comedian, there's nothing inherently funny about the script. They're just like, be funny, but don't say anything. Can you do that? I don't know what they want. They always want Jim Carrey. They want someone who can say hello in a hilarious way. So we'll see. That's I don't know. Maybe I'll knock it out of the park and I'll be on a commercial. Sorry I haven't uploaded anything in a little bit. It's been like a week or so. I was slammed. I had a bunch of auditions for stuff, and I was also scrambling to submit for Comedy Central Half Hour, which I taped one of my sets. I got notified about it Saturday night, and so I had a little over a week to get my submission in. The problem is, in that time, I only had one set that was going to be my Sunday night set was going to be the last feature set I had for the next week because I didn't have anything booked the next weekend for long sets. Show just started. Last show of the weekend. It's Sunday. It's a light crowd, but this is how we do. About to go on stage. I'm filming this set to submit to Comedy Central. That blows my mind to say that. I didn't want to cobble together a bunch of guest spots or something, which that was going to be my last resort. But I wanted to show them me doing a long set, and the problem was the set I filmed on Sunday night was not. I didn't like it. It didn't do. Sometimes sets don't go the way you plan, kids. That's comedy, Just if you ever try to tell a joke that you like 100 times, you tell it in the office, you tell it at the bar, you tell it to your friends, and every so often you'll hit that one person you tell it to and they go, I don't get it. It doesn't matter how great you think the joke is, there's always going to be someone who's like, well, it doesn't make any sense to me. So imagine a room full of those people. And that was my Sunday night. Not ideal. Can I pay for the person behind me too? Thank you. I hope that made that person's day a little brighter. I don't know if you guys saw the video about the necklace, but it sent me on this quest. I'll throw the link in the description. It sent me on this quest to do like good deeds, and one of my favorite things to do is just randomly, if there's someone behind me in the toll, just pay for their toll, specifically at that toll, because it's one of the most expensive in the area, but not by much. It's just an annoying amount. It's $1.25, so it's not. You can't just hand $1. People are rummaging for change. It always takes longer for people to pay that toll than anywhere else because it's not simple. I feel like 75 cents is more simple than $1.25. That's the one I like to do it at. I've done it at others, but that's my favorite one. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you get the most stress pulling up to that one. I don't know, I know it's not much, but I feel like that brightens people's days, But anyway, so back to the Comedy Central thing. I wanted to film a new set because I feel like my style has changed enough, not significantly, but significant to me. I felt like my old recordings, I felt like I could have put something better on tape. Than what I had. I've got some newer jokes that I think are really funny. One of my favorite ones to tell now is a brand new joke about my dad, and it's just, I don't have it on tape yet. Got little transitions and stuff in it that I'm not happy with, and I talked to a friend of mine who's done everything. Like, he did Carson, and I'm pretty certain he did Leno, and he's done a bunch of shit, and I was like, I don't know if I should submit it, you know, with these bad transitions and whatnot that I've grown past. And he was like, you're not gonna fucking submit it because it's Comedy Central. You don't think they can see past transitions? Like, they'll figure it out. They'll look at it and be like, all right, this kid's funny, you know, let's just put him on, but we'll tell him to change a little this, a little that. He's like, dude, just submit. And he's right. You know, he said some people are more afraid of success than they are of failure, because with success, with failure, you're right back where you started. The moral of that story is I ended up submitting to Comedy Central. I've got a couple of friends who submitted as well. Typically, they say it takes 5 or 6 submissions. Most people don't get picked on the first one. So, it's just interesting to get that ball rolling, to go through it. It was stressful, not gonna lie. Just being willing to have that kind of critique, submit and say, am I good enough to be on your channel? When I was a kid, Comedy Central was the end-all, be-all for comedy. Like, if you were on Comedy Central, you were, like, it was gratification, it was vindication, it was validated. It's stressful to want to put yourself in that position where you say, is this good enough? And maybe it's not, and maybe I'm just not what they're looking for right now. Who knows? But I had to take that chance. I see my style evolving slowly. Unfortunately, it's incremental. I'm talking about my family more. I'm talking about me a little more. I feel like I'm having a more clear viewpoint. Comedians talk about developing a voice, and I definitely feel like I'm starting to figure out what that is and how I want to be portrayed. There's an interesting departure for certain comics with their presents versus their hour special. Like, if you look at Mike Birbiglia, the type of jokes he went from having when he did his Comedy Central Presents to when he did, like, My Girlfriend's Boyfriend is a huge departure. They're almost two very different people, and I feel like that's because he was more him. He was more himself when he did My Girlfriend's Boyfriend. That was a fully fleshed out, vulnerable person on stage, as opposed to, here's some witty observations. Not that it was bad, not that the first one was bad. It was just, I don't know, My Girlfriend's Boyfriend was just so good. That's where I want to get. I want to be able to talk about the most vulnerable stuff going on in my life. We'll see. I'll get there. At any rate, on to Atlanta. I don't know if you guys see this. I think I'm seeing the most terrifying thing I think I've ever seen. When blood dries, it turns brown. And there's like this brown drip and a handprint, couple handprints on the back of this truck. Looks like there was an awful lot of blood, or it's oil. I don't know. Could be either one. I'll try to get close. Look at the side of this dude's truck. Can you see that? Like the handprint, the stain. I don't know what that is, but doesn't look good. Now, if it is blood, probably not the smartest thing to be driving up behind him, filming it, going, "Oh, look at that!" Where you can see me. coming back from Atlanta for a callback. He's at mile marker 80. I am at mile marker, I think 73. We're about we're gonna pass each other. We're both gonna be in the left-hand lane, and the median is so high, we can't really see. There's no way we're gonna be able to see each other's cars. So we're just gonna hold our hands out the window. He's at 78. I'm at 75. My arm is getting pelted by rain. Oh, it's just like wrecking my arm. He saw me. So we just pass each other. And he's coming back from an audition, well, a callback, and I'm heading up to Atlanta for an audition. That's awesome. Well, just filled up. In Georgia, it's $2.06 a gallon here. And I have not seen a gas station that busy in some time, which is why I didn't film it, because people were like fighting to get to the pumps. I'm just off the 475. I think we got another like 20 miles or so before we get there. It's 6 o'clock, so hopefully we will completely miss all of the rush hour traffic and just smooth sail right into Atlanta. How cool is it getting gas for $2.06? Man, I remember paying over $4 when I was driving a cab. Oh, my hair's a mess. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I filmed all this. My hair all ridiculous. We'll be in Atlanta soon.